Hi, Greg from GMH Games here. Okay, so just a disclaimer before I start this. No, I'm not mad at anyone here. No, I'm not upset, and no, I don't hate anyone here. These are my opinions, and my opinions alone, and I'm going to say them because I think it needs to be said. I've been dreading making this video for like the longest amount of time, but I just it's gotten to a point where I have to say something. It's just really bad. I don't even know where to begin, honestly, but I'll start. Back in June, I ended up having a car accident. A lot of people know about it, and most people have talked to me about it. I'm still getting problems from that. I got charged for running away because it was my first accident. I mean, I panicked. What am I supposed to do, really? I didn't know what to do in this situation. I did take driver's ed, yes, but I don't think my class ever talked about that particular subject. I didn't know I was supposed to stop where I did. I knew I was supposed to pull over, just not sure where. And I'm still getting issues from it. I'm still getting people afraid of me, talking about me, lying to me about it. I don't even know. It's just gotten so bad. It's affecting my job hunts. I had to take up work at a local McDonald's again just to help my mom pay for stuff because I'm that broke. I can't even afford my phone bill right now. I'm on my computer filming this. I just don't have a whole lot of options of. But the other day, my car accident, everybody stresses me about it. I end up trying to bring up what happened to people, and they either look at me funny or like they could be like my mom and they just don't want to hear what I have to say about it. My opinion gets shut down almost every time I try to bring it up to anybody, and I'm not sure why. I had a friend whose party was here in July. I won't be naming any names. I will show screenshots, but the names will be blurred out. So if you know I'm talking about you, great. If you want to know who I'm talking about, I will be sure to say so if you ask me later. I had a friend whose party was in July. I had her boyfriend and her friend come down here and stay with me for said party. My car was in poor condition, so I had to use the app Uber to get them here. I got them both here, but it was $162 for Uber, which they both agreed to pay me for. I put some screenshots right here if you want to see what I'm talking about. Neither of them have paid me yet. Not one of them. And the girl whose party it was says it's not her problem. But unfortunately, yeah, it is your problem. They were your friend. It was your boyfriend. It was your party. I was also attending said party. You asked me if I could help them and have them stay here with me. The other day when my mom was in a violent hissy fit, you told me it wasn't your problem. That's great, but it is your problem. Whether you want to believe it or not, it is your problem. I know you don't talk to them anymore. Well, the boyfriend anyways. And unfortunately, like I said, I'm not holding any punches here. I knew that you guys were going to have more relationship problems down the road, but I didn't say anything. I should have said something, but I didn't. I'm not sure if you'll get back together with them or not, but you guys, it is your problem. That's more or less the point I'm trying to make here. I am in a lot of debt because of this issue, more so than I should be, and everybody shrugs me off. I don't even know how to feel. I get called out for stupid things, and these are real life things. I used to be very obsessed with MLP in my 21st birthday to 22nd. I guess you could call a brony. If you've seen my Twitter page in the description, you know I hang out and talk to a lot of them, and that's why. I used to talk a lot with them. I was even a MLP reviewer for about a year. I was in a group called the Brony Maniacs, and I was one of the members. I guess I technically still am because I haven't quit yet, but I plan on it very soon because I just don't see myself associating with people like this anymore. I'm indebted to a few of them. I got sent money by like a few of them, even though I said please don't. One of them sent me $100. Another one sent me like $400, and I don't even know if I can repay the favor for it. I asked my girlfriend to draw one of them something because my girlfriend is ridiculously artistically talented, whether she wants to believe it or not. And I still feel like I can't repay them for what they did. If they didn't send me the money, I wouldn't have been able to hire an attorney and get this sorted out without a major issue, my car accident problem. So back to the Brony Maniacs, I ended up quitting the server on my main Discord. I remembered I had a secondary Discord. I won't be revealing the name, but somebody's been feeding me info of what people have said, and it hurts. You think someone's your friend, and they're just not. You end up hearing a lot of stuff about what they have to say to you, hearing that I scare them, or that I'm going to be avoided. That hurts. We're supposed to be friends, and I wouldn't have figured this out if I didn't have somebody telling me all this. And you can try and say that's not what happened, but I know it happened. And that's why I don't intend on doing any more MLP reviews for the Brony Maniacs ever. I'll stay in the server on my main account, but it's muted. I'm not talking in there, really. The only reason I stay in there is because one of my close friends, his name is, or I can't give you his name, but he knows who he is. I care about him. I know he wouldn't do it, and he was in the phone call when they said those things about me, so he knows, and he can verify for me that I'm not making this up. Do you know what it's like listening to somebody you consider your friend talk crap about you for an extended period of time without them knowing you're there? It hurts. I'm not trying to eavesdrop by any means. I really am not. I just so happened to join a call because I missed talking to them, and you hear all this, and it makes you question it makes you question everything. Like, you don't even know who to trust anymore at that point. This was like a month ago, in like the end of August. This was a week after my birthday. To make matters worse, none of my friends remembered my birthday. I got a lot of messages online about my birthday saying happy birthday. I got a few people IRL saying happy birthday, but my girlfriend was going through a rough time and didn't say anything to me at the time, so she made it up to me, but I don't even think the rest of my friends even knew that it was my birthday at the time. It's like, you never know who's using you nowadays, and I'm always in this position where I'm just terrified. I don't want to sugarcoat anything for anybody anymore. I want to be nice about things, but at the same time, I don't want to be that friend who says what you want to hear, I guess. I have a friend, IRL, who's been begging me to come home every day for the last 2 weeks. I've moved to Colorado so I can help my mom after her divorce and get a little extra money to see my girlfriend, because the minimum wage here is higher. As much as I hate to say it, he is an asshole sometimes. He really is. But in the end, I have to ask myself, is it worth it? He is very close to me, and I know he's just looking out for me. And at least he'll give it to me straight when nobody else will. Same with my girlfriend. Those two I can always count on to tell me, hey, you fucked up. I'm sorry. I would like to hope that they don't think negatively of me, because nothing I do is meant to be seen in a negative light. It really isn't. And when the people who are doing the negative things get a lot of support, it makes me question why I even bother with anything I have. When people value My Little Pony spoilers over something like somebody's life being ruined, it makes you question if they're your friends or not. I have I had the same girl whose party it was. I was messaged randomly one day by this kid from Dubai on Twitter. They asked me a lot of questions about friends of mine, and I talked to them for a bit. I answered their questions because, I'm trying to be polite. I don't really know them that well, but I suppose that was my own fault for dealing with that type of thing. I answered their questions, and the following day, it felt like they didn't really care for me. They cared more for the friends they asked questions for. And another friend of mine blocked them for being suspicious afterwards. I mean, can you blame them? It's like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to think about that. 5 days later, they messaged me again saying they apologized for making me feel that way, and I gave them some more advice. The following day, my other friend blocked them, and they were devastated. So, with no one else to talk to, they talked to me, and I kept them company for 6 hours. 6 hours of company, and at the same time, I was struggling with what I'm talking about now. A lot of things piling up at once because I am just unable to handle it by myself, apparently. They, after I spent 6 hours with them, told everybody all my pent-up frustrations to my friend and got me yelled at, scolded, etc. And for what? What was the purpose of that? They said it was because they wanted us to talk things out. Listen, if it was that simple, I would have done that a long time ago, but talking things out is difficult for me. I have to make this video just because I can't bear to deal with stuff like this. I can tackle all of my problems at once right here, and I don't have to say who it is or what they did to me. I am saying what people did to me, though, because I'm just fed up with it. So, kicked from the server, obviously. I was getting yelled at by a lot of people. A lot of people were questioning my trust. And for what? Because I thought I was doing the right thing? That's not fair to me. I can't even believe this. I was like the number one enemy for venting what I have thinking about, because I have problems at the moment that I can't deal with by myself. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to deal with them by myself. I suppose it's just how it works. I was worried, scared, nobody really wanted to talk to me, so it's just unfortunate that happened. But we ended up talking it out, but I'm still uncomfortable. They promised to talk to me on a future date. That future date hasn't happened yet. It's been 2 weeks. I don't even know, like I said, I'm not sure what people are thinking, and I wish they'd be more upfront with me. I really do. My mom ended up in the emergency room very recently, actually, like a week ago. I'm uploading this on my brother's birthday. Keep in mind that I'm doing this on my brother's birthday of all days because it's gotten to that point. Last Monday, my mom ended up in the emergency room. I was, for the first time, pretty worried. I'd never really been so worried about my mother before. I normally don't care about that kind of stuff, but this time I just did. Seeing your mom, of all people, end up in the hospital, hair falling out, other things. The doctors don't know what's wrong with her. I was called an attention seeker for that too. I was called an attention seeker for my mom being in the hospital. This same person a month ago called me an attention seeker because my girlfriend was up in a bad mood and I was worried about her. Is it really wrong for me to be worried about the girl I love? I mean, for real, how am I an attention seeker? Your friends post more tweets negatively and attention seeking than I ever do, and you flat out call me an attention seeker because I'm worried about somebody I care about? That's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but you are a very shallow person, And I don't care if you sugarcoat it in your message. I really don't. You said, please don't hate you, but I'm sorry. That is the most shallow thing you can say to somebody like that. And then for me to get called an attention seeker again because my mom ends up in the hospital, but not because somebody posted MLP spoilers on your timeline. That is some fucked up shit. I am very sorry to hear that I am the real problem here. How do you even go about something like that? I just can't define it. Before we get any further, that second attention-seeking post was not by the same person. The first person I'm referring to, they called me an attention seeker for my girlfriend. What is it? I mean, I just can't believe that. How am I seeking attention for being concerned about a loved one? Can I ask anyone this question? If your mother was in the hospital, or you were worried about your girlfriend, who's long distance, mind you, and you can't really go over and check on her or them, and you have no car, and you're broke, and you can't help them, and you're asking for just a little sympathy, how am I attention seeking exactly? That's like if you found a puppy on the side of the road, and, it was asking to be let in, but you kicked it away because, the puppy is filthy. That's sort of the similar concept, I would think. And I have some real problems. And at the end of this video, nobody's really going to say anything to you. Nobody knows really who this is. I could easily post who it is right now, but I'm not that shallow. If you want, as I said in the beginning, if you want to know who I'm referring to in every part of these videos, go ahead and DM me on Twitter or Discord. I'll be glad to tell you. I'll even send you their Twitter. I'm not going to post it publicly, though, because I don't want them getting hate from everybody, because that's just not who I am. I am not going to rat out on somebody, no matter how much they've wronged me. Another point I'd like to make is, another friend told me my relationship with my girlfriend is toxic, and that was because whenever she gets upset, she doesn't want to talk. But let me ask you something. Do you always want to talk to somebody when you're upset? Let me ask you something. We all function differently. I'm sorry to say this, but she could stop talking to me because she's upset. And I would worry, sure, but I'm not going to call it toxic. That's just how she handles it. I handle things a bit differently myself. You can use me as an example. This is how I'm handling my problem right now. She's got her friends and I've got mine. And her friends are awesome. I've talked to them too. They're some of the nicest people I've ever met, and they're real. They're not some fake ass who says what you want to hear. They'll tell it to you straight. I've fit it firsthand. If my girlfriend or her friends are watching this, then by all means, you guys are awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. You guys have no problems, and you guys are all really talented people. I'm not so much as talented as that, but we all handle things differently. I'm sorry to say this, but you can't call my relationship toxic because you don't understand how it works. I know this has happened more than once, but at the same time, it doesn't bug me because at the end of the day, I still love her. I still care about her because she's one of the few people that means a lot to me. Hell, back in January, when I asked her out, I was scared beyond my mind. I didn't even know what I was supposed to do. I'd never really cared about somebody so much before, let alone asked them out. And it was long distance. I was at the time worried I was going to get yelled at for that too, because my family doesn't really like internet stuff. So I was worried they weren't going to approve of my relationship because she was long distance. But I was wrong. I was genuinely surprised. They cared about her. And after I fix all of my stuff with my mom in my car, I'm going to work hard to save up and see her in August. I know it's a long distance away, but it's like, I mean, you just do that for somebody you care about. I even got the passport. I had a friend of mine in Florida help me out. He's a little weird in the head, and the entire time he was making fun of me for dating a long-distance girl, but it's just how I feel about somebody. You can't change somebody's feelings about people. And at the end of this video, none of the stuff I say is really going to hold any relevance to some of you. Hell, some of you aren't even going to know what I'm talking about. But yeah, the attention seeking. I'm not seeking attention. It took me an entire week. To say something to some of these people. I don't really have a whole lot of people I can hang out with. I moved away from my friends in Florida because a lot of them I felt were bothering me. None of them wanted to hang out anymore, and it just felt like I was wasting my time. They were all starting to do their own things, so I thought maybe if I moved here I can go back to hanging out with people again. But in the end, my friend wants me to come back, and maybe I should have, brought him with me or stayed. I won't know if my choice I made is right at the time. We all make choices. That's what I'm getting at. We all have a choice that we make. It happens. We all make mistakes too, but me being judged by my mistakes isn't fair, especially when I'm just caring about somebody else. I made lots of mistakes, but can you say you haven't either? Like, seriously, think for just 2 seconds after the attention seeking and calling me out and throwing me under the bus. Did you make a mistake like this too? Seriously, I can go into an hour-long discussion about many mistakes that I've made, but that's not what this video is about. It's about me getting all the hate and nonsense for caring about somebody close to me. I am allowed to care about my girlfriend, and I am allowed to care about my mother, and I am not toxic or an attention seeker for doing so. It's just facts. I mean, I don't even know what else I should be saying about this, really. But a lot of the people you call your close friends are more of an attention seeker than I am, and I'm sorry. I know they're my friends too, but they really are. Needing money for school is not a major issue. That is something that you have to work for, like I have to do. Once again with the McDonald's hat. But the other day I'm seeing and call all of their friends wanting to donate to them because their dad didn't buy them takeout. I don't have words for that. That's a real problem. You want to donate, you want to donate to somebody through GoFundMe because their dad bought themselves Chinese food, but not you or your mother. Listen, I know you guys are a family and everything, but if you're over 18, I'm afraid to say that is completely normal and allowed. So having everybody jump at you for wanting to send you money because you didn't get Chinese food one day and you want to move out of your house. Listen, what you do is fine, but that's stupid. I'm sorry. I'm seeing a lot of people set up GoFundMes for stupid reasons. I've seen GoFundMes set up for wanting to move out of their house, move to a different state. It's so dumb. GoFundMe is not for that kind of stuff, people. It is for serious problems, like my car accident, for example. That was a serious problem. I needed the money at the time, and like I said, I wouldn't have been able to hire the attorney without that money. I ended up running out of the money, and now I owe my mom a lot of money, and I'm going to work really hard to pay it back off. I'm going to work hard to see my girlfriend, and I'm going to do what I need to do. But asking for money for stuff like that, that's not cool. I'm really tempted to set up an animal helping foundation for GoFundMe and put it in the descriptions of my videos. I'm not popular or famous. I don't even have a lot of subscribers. I'm like at 156 at the time of filming this video. If I had more subscribers, I'd try to use that to help other people, because that's what I try to do in the end of the day, is I want to help others, but at the same time I don't want to be fake about it. I don't want to be that one person that sugarcoats it because that's what you want to hear. I want to be what I do best, and that's being honest about things. I'm just dumbfounded, I guess. There's just so much going on, and at the end of filming this, my phone bill will have been paid. Hell, you probably already figured it out when I posted the video. My mom sent me money, and I owe her even more now, but I'll at least have something to fall back on for about a month until I get paid from this McDonald's. I don't know if I missed anything being talked about, but I think all of my major points have been brought up. So if you want to hate me at the end of this, go ahead. If you want to trash talk me, that's fine too. At the end of the day, I'm speaking my opinion. Oh, I guess I do have one more thing. The same person that called me an attention seeker for caring about my girlfriend, my close friend put him as an admin in her server the other day because she checked on him. I had also checked on him, and a few other people have, because everybody checks on her. She's very popular on Twitter, as she's not sure why. I checked on her as well, but she didn't want to tell me what was wrong. Clearly she told this person what was wrong and decided to promote them as an admin for being a quote-unquote good friend. Yeah, your good friend has said the meanest thing possible to me for caring about my love life, just so you know. You don't realize it, but I had to block him on Twitter for this very reason. I just can't stand looking at him. He pisses me off. And when my comment was posted about how you shouldn't promote admins in a Discord server because they are good friends, you should promote them because they are, they're going to get the job done. They can be close friends, yes. I have a lot of close friends in my server that I wish I could promote to admin, but at the same time, I don't promote them because they're good friends. I promote them to admin because I know that they're not going to fool around, and they won't dick around when they need to do their admin jobs. Like my friend from Florida who wants me to move back. He doesn't take shit from anybody, so promoting him as admin was a good idea. That's why I did it. He's not going to let people walk all over him. Sure, I'm a nice person, but I get walked all over a lot. If I didn't, I wouldn't be making this video, but that's why he's an admin, because I know he'll take this thing seriously. I have a lot of people who are like that. And my comment was deleted. They're stating my opinion. Listen, your server is a dictatorship. I'm sorry, but I don't know which of you deleted my comment. Either you, I'd like to hope it wasn't you, or your senpai, as you call him. I would really much like to hope that he didn't delete my comment, because that is a major dick move. I'm sorry, but I'm allowed to state my opinion. And you know what's funny? People are supporting me. That's right. People are liking my comment because I said I am allowed to state my opinion. But nobody's going to say anything about it because they don't want to upset the popular girl. Well, listen, she is my close friend, and as much as I care about her, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I legitimately feel like her server is a dictatorship at the moment. I'm dumbfounded. Why would you delete my comment because I stated my opinion on admins? You can, like I said, you can run your server any way you like, but I'm merely stating you shouldn't promote admins because they are checked on you because you are going to kill yourself. And that seems to me like attention seeking at the amount of times it is. I know people have depression, and I know it's a serious topic, but that promote them to admin because they checked on you for you killing yourself, that to me makes it feel not as real. I have friends with depression, and I know they have depression because it's kind of obvious, and I know you have depression too, but this is not one of those subjects that you should be promoting people for. I'm going to say it here because I also checked on you. And no, I'm not mad that I didn't get promoted to admin. It's not like I really use your Discord much unless you have a phone call. But at the end of the day, can you think for just a few seconds and think maybe that deleting my opinion was a very difficult choice for me? You know who you are, and if you watch this video, I hope you don't hate me following this, because I am merely stating all of my opinions. This video is nothing but opinions, and opinions are normal. People are allowed to have their opinion. I'm sorry, but I am allowed to speak my mind. This is a free country. Anyways, now that I have said all that, that is completely all of the subjects I wanted to bring up. If you want to hate me after this video, that's fine. Again, I'm merely stating what I feel needs to be stated. I'm stating my opinion. That's what it comes down to. And if me being in a car accident, or being used by people, or being talked shit about right there in front of you is attention seeking, then by all means, I guess I'm just one big attention seeker. But at the end of the day, I am a real person and I have real problems. I care about my family and I care about my girlfriend, and I am going to make sure that I show that. And I care about my friends a lot too. I wouldn't really be where I am without my friends. But yeah, this is I hope you enjoyed my first rant video. Once again, whatever I say here, I don't hate anyone here. I don't dislike anybody here, and I don't think they're bad people. I just think they made some bad choices, and I just took it out on me. So, you guys do what you want, but at the end of it, I don't want to be involved in any of your petty issues, and I don't want to be involved in any of your problems. Because at the end of the day, what do I get from it? Just a headache and some hate for it, am I right? Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'm going to be taking a hiatus from the Wind Waker videos and Twilight Princess videos until people can catch up if they are interested in watching. I'm going to work hard, get what I need to get done, and then we'll see where my story takes me there. If you watched all the way to the end, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.